Hello and welcome back in this very awesome and very special requested video. This is a requested SUV, an off-roader SUV with a V6 and a straight pipe by Mr. Karim Abdo. So Mr. Karim Abdo requested, and I quote, he says, can you do a V6 engine with an open headers and an SUV that will go with it, and it is 4x4, and make sure it's 6.5 liter engine, thanks. Alright, it's an easy request, it's not difficult at all, but before we start with this request and with this video, I would like to remind everyone, please, if you enjoy the video, hit that like button, get subscribed if you are new to the channel, and watch all my previous videos, because I promise that you will enjoy them. Like, I made more than 650 or 640 videos on automation game, and like every possible engine you will think of, I already did it. So yes, enjoy watching all my previous videos and enjoy watching everything I did before. And also I would like to wish for Mr. Robert Smeltzer, my good friend Mr. Robert, an amazing birthday, a very happy birthday, and I may all your wishes come true, my friend. Alright, so let's start with this vehicle. It's very easy, actually. It's not difficult at all to make a 4x4 off-roader with any kind of engine. I mean, basically you can put an inline 4, inline 6, anything can fit in this massive body. So let's start with the chassis. We have aluminium panel material with monocoque chassis type. Yes, monocoque. If you are wondering why I have chosen monocoque, because monocoque is very modern, and it's very lightweight if you compare it to ladder. Ladder chassis is extremely heavy. But the only disadvantage that I think of for the monocoque is that it takes a little while to be engineered. I mean, look at the engineering time between ladder and monocoque. I mean, it doubled the time. It's like double. But this time, I mean, this double time, it's really worth it. It's worth it in every way, because it's lighter, it's stiffer, it's more safe, it's better in every single way. So monocoque chassis type, advanced high strength steel, which is better in every way. It's very stiff, and it's very powerful, and it's very safe, and it's lighter than regular steel. I've chosen front long ditch wheel engine placement with double wishbone front suspension, front and rear. At first, when I was designing this car, I've tried McPherson strut. It worked perfectly. It was really cheap, it was really good, and it worked perfectly on off-road, using it as an off-road front suspension. But if you are starting to put if you are starting to tweak it really well to use as a regular daily driving car and as an off-roader, it will start to go bad. It's not really good. So I went with double wishbone. Double wishbone is more modern, more comfortable, and it's a little bit lighter. It's actually a little bit heavier than the McPherson strut. That was surprising. And as you can see, it says here that as an off-road front suspension, McPherson strut is good, and that's correct. It's better than double wishbone. But as I was saying, if you want to make this car a daily driving car, a daily driving, comfortable, reliable, that can corner good. I'm not saying this is a sport car. No, this is not a sports car at all. But I'm talking about making it to corner well, to live well, and to be comfortable, and to be good in every single way. Choose double wishbone. I mean, yes, it will require a little bit of engineering time. This one is only 2.25. This one is only 6. As you can see, it's more than double, but it's worth it. It's worth it in every single way. You can choose coil if you want. If you are going for a cheapy off-roader, you can choose, but unfortunately you will be sacrificing comfort, sportness, and what is this one? Tamness? What does tamness mean? I need to search that. Tamness. But as you can see, it's more compact. It's extremely good for off-roading, and it's extremely good for load capacity. I mean, if I was making like a Baja racing car, or an off-road racing car, yes, the coil or leaf will be extremely good. Actually, coil is better, but I want to make it a daily driving, comfortable SUV if you want to go on the street with it. So double wishbone front and rear. On the rear also, if you want to choose like multi-links, yes, multi-link suspension, it will be better in every single way. but it will require a lot of time to be engineered, and I'm sorry, but this car is not worth that much of a time. That's why I kept it double wishbone. Semi-trailing arms, say semi-trailing arm, it's also good. It's not bad at all, but also you will be sacrificing sport, comfort, and everything, and it will be heavier than double wishbone, so it's not worth it. Also, coil and leaves. I mean, you already know the story, but check out the solid axle leaf engineering time, 0.75. I mean, anyone can make a leaf springs. That's very awesome actually. If you're designing a cheapy car, leaves are the best thing to go with. Zero quality, no need to go with higher quality, because monocoque chassis with advanced high strength steel, it's just stiff. It's stiff on its own, and it doesn't require like any extra quality. This is the engine in question, because in the requested video he told me, Mr. Karim, he wanted me to make a V6 engine, a 6.5 liter V6 engine, which is easy. It's not bad. As you can see, I've chosen V90 degrees 6-cylinder engine, aluminium block, 112 millimeter on the bore, 110 millimeters on the stroke, which equals 6.5 liter or 6,502 cc engine. Dual overhead camshaft with 4 valves per cylinder. At first when I was making this engine for the first time, I've chosen the overhead cam, single overhead cam, 4 valves per cylinder. It was good. It's not bad at all, and it was cheaper, better, and very, very good. But with turbocharging, and like if you want more torque, and if you want the engine to be more economical and to be more smooth and to be like better in every single way, just go with dual overhead camshaft. If you are designing like a cheap car, or yes, I'm not talking about like really cheap cars. No, I'm talking about like medium to cheap cars. You know this percentage. Yeah, I'm talking about this type of cars. You need to go with single overhead camshaft. But if you're designing like a good engine that has power, torque, fuel economy, and what else, lightweight, reliable, every single option, just go with dual overhead camshaft. It's better in every single way. Valves, I mean 2 valves per cylinder. This is just old school. I really hate it, unless of course if I'm designing like an LS engine, that will be the only option to go with, which is push rods 2 valves per cylinder. But anything else, I will always choose 3 or 4 or even 5 valves per cylinder. Aluminium head material, as you can see, with variable valve lift technology, so I can keep it economical and high performance at high RPM. Forged steel crankshaft, because why I've chosen forged internals, because with this much stroke, with this much high stroke, big stroke, the RPM was really low. I mean 2,800 RPM. So I have to choose forged steel crankshaft, lightweight forged connecting rods, and lightweight forged pistons with +5 quality, so I can make the engine to reach, as you can see, 5,600 RPM at max. Yeah, I had to do that. The compression ratio with 9.0 to 1, which is good. It's not bad, it's very normal. The cam profile is 17 and the VVL profile is 48. I'm using, oh yes, why am I using this? Variable valve timing, my friend, on all cams. That's what I want to use. Variable valve timing on all cams, zero quality. We have a twin turbocharged systems with ball bearing internals. We have 43 on the compressor, 43 millimeters on the compressor, 37.7 millimeter on the turbine, 1.26 on the air ratio, and 10.1 psi of boost with +2 quality. We have direct fuel injection, single throttle body, and standard intake manifold to keep the engine quiet and reliable. Regular 91 octane fuel is good and it's needed here. This engine doesn't require much of a high RPM, so 91 is perfect. 14.1 is the air fuel ratio with 78, but 78 is not really enough, so I'm gonna go with 79. Alright, 79 on the ignition timing, that's better. 5,400 RPM, 5,500. Alright, 5,500 is the RPM limit. Zero quality here. Short cast header, dual exhaust pipes, with 2.2-inch exhaust diameter, high flow 3-way catalytic converter, because even if I want to make a straight pipe engine, as you can see, I mean the government will not allow you to make a new car or to produce a new car without any catalytic converters, because they want to keep the emissions very light and very low, so you need to use catalytic converter. Mufflers, well, the requested video is like a straight pipe engine, so this is a straight pipe engine with catalytic converter. With two catalytic converters. We have a +5 quality on the exhaust system, and this is the final result: 411.5 horsepower at 5,500 rpm and 615.8 pound-feet of torque at 2,300 rpm. Low end torque perfect, high end horsepower also perfect. Smoothness, well, that's a problem because the engine, as I said before, the engine bore and stroke are very high, and that will kill smoothness. I mean, that will kill it extremely violent. As you can see, 16.3. This is not good. If you are designing a luxury car, this is just rubbish, but it's an off-road car, so no one cares. Throttle response is very great. The engine is actually, without any mufflers, it's not that loud. 49.8 points. I mean, it has sporty noise to it, but it's not like a racing engine. That's perfect. 74.4 is the reliability, perfect. Service cost, you can say normal. Fuel economy is actually great, 27.5%. I'm using nearly all the available octane. Emissions are very low. The engine is lightweight, which is good. I mean, production units is perfect. Engineering time very acceptable, perfect, I think. So let's fire up this beast. So this is how it looks. As you can see, small turbos, not really big turbos, because this is a fuel economy engine with a low end torque. It's not bad at all. I mean, this is a requested video, but if this car was designed like by me personally, I would have chosen, like, of course, a V8. Not naturally aspirated, no, because I'm really impressed with the torque, 615 pound-feet of torque, and these cars or these SUVs, they should have an immense amount of torque. So if it was up to me, I would have chosen a V8 engine. Not as big as this one, like 6.5 liter engine, maybe 6.3 or 6.2 liter engine, a V8 engine with twin turbos. Yes, it will make like around 800 pound-feet of torque, maybe 900 pound-feet of torque, and more power, like 550 horsepower, maybe 600 horsepower. Yes, that will be perfect, I think, in my mind. But this is not a bad engine at all. I mean, 615 pound-feet of torque from a V6. From a massive V6, that's very good. So let's continue. I have chosen this 1985 SUV. Yes, it's not very modern, but it's very much acceptable for a 4x4 SUV. Zero quality on the body and the fixtures. Red color, as you can see. You can have it with, let's see, steel looking or blue/purple. This weird looking blue. Regular white. We have this golden looking color, eco green. What else we have? Silver shadow, brutal silver, pretty pink, yum yellow as I called it, brutal black. Actually, I like the black. Rich red. Let's see, blueberry. So it's up to you. It's up to you. Like, you can have it in any possible colors. Like, check out this black. It looks very elegant, right? Look at this yellow. It's very good. Silver shadow, brutal silver. Silver shadow is actually good. I'm gonna keep the silver shadow. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so the fixtures, we have these twin headlights, regular ones, square ones with indicators, and we have this big front grille, the logo on top. Small grille down, as you can see, down the bumper with the fog lights, these side mirrors, door handles, fuel filler cap, and the exhausts are on the side, as you can see. We have the license plate holder, regular square looking tail lights with the logo. That's it, that's pretty much it. Moving on, I've chosen 4x4 long virtual, as you can see, with advanced automatic gearbox with 4-speed. Yes, 4-speed gearbox. And you'll tell me like, why did you choose 4-speed? Because 4-speed gearbox, even if it was manual or advanced automatic or any kind of these gearboxes, 4-speed will give you, especially in this application, it will give you a much less wheel spin than any other gears, or any better than any more gears. And that's what I want. I want less wheel spin, quick 0 to 100 time with as much high as possible off-road value. So as you can see, I can go with more gears. Check this out, but check out the wheel spin. It will spin the wheels a lot. Even if I want to decrease spacing, but unfortunately, if you are designing an off-road vehicle and you started to go with low spacing on the gears, you will start to lose off-road points, which is not good. It will be more of a sport SUV or a sport off-roader, not a regular off-roader. And I want the perfect off-roader. That's why you need to go with high spacing or big spacing or whatever. So you need to go like 87. Let's see which one is perfect. As you can see, if you go like all the way to 100, it will be good, but you will have more wheel spin, and yes, it will not be good. So you need to keep it below 10%, like this, 9.9%. It's perfect, and it's 114 points. People are actually interested in it, and it will be like 18.6 miles per gallon, which is pretty much acceptable. It's not bad at all, because it has a massive V6. Top speed, I mean, you can go low, you can go high, it's up to you, but I prefer my cars to have a decent high speed. I mean, I can set it to be just like 200 kilometers per hour. Yes, I can set it to be like this, but as you can see, wheel spin will increase a lot, and I have to decrease the spacing, and I will start to lose off-road value. So yeah, keep it like 230, 235. Yeah, pretty much perfect. No need to go any higher. Manual locker, of course, you need, if you are designing an off-road vehicle, always go with manual locker. Yes, they are not really comfortable, but I mean, they are normal, but they are perfect for off-roading. I mean, you can just lock them anytime you want, and job done. You can go off-roading, and you can go in forests, dunes, wherever you want to go without any problems. Perfect for any off-road vehicle. Zero quality, no need to go with any higher quality than this. I'm using for the tires, I'm using radial chunky off-road tires, 255 front and rear, 850 is the tire diameter with 16-inch rims, no offset at all, steel rims for better off-roading, because steel is very stiff. Magnesium is also stiff, but it will not take as much beating as regular steel, so yes, that's the best option to go with. You can go with alloy. Alloy is good, but it's not also stiff. And carbon fiber, actually, carbon fiber is just the worst of all the rims. Yes, it's very light, it's very strong, but it's not strong against off-road usage. I mean, if you have carbon fiber rims and you went off-road with them, you will crack them very easily. Just one tiny rock and they will crack, and you will cry over them because they will cost a fortune to replace. Steel ones, perfect. Even if they got dent, or even if they got destroyed, they are cheap to replace, and they are very strong, and they can take a lot of beating. So that's what you need to go with. That's the best option to go with. Plus, for quality on the tires and the rims, we have ventilated discs in front, 6 pistons, 325 millimeters on the front, solid discs in the rear with 3 pistons, 305 millimeters on the rear, 66 on the pad type, 50/50 is the brake base balance. Zero quality. We have off-road skid tray under tray, as you can see. No cooling flaps. No need for them here. 55 on the engine cooling, 100 on the brake airflow with +2 quality. This SUV has 5 seats, as you can see. At first, when I was designing it, I really wanted to make it like 7 seats, but as you can see, it will make the off-road premium customers hate it so much. So yeah, you see what's the point here. If I want, I can choose these small looking seats in the rear, and they will hate it like just a little bit, not by much. So I think 4 seats, no, 4 seats, that's just idiotic. So 5 seats in the front and like 2 small ones in the rear. Yes, I mean they are hating it a little bit, but it will be more practical, and that's why I want a practical vehicle. Premium interior, not standard. Yes, premium, because the customers, it's off-road premium, so they want premium interior and premium sat-nav. Not premium infotainment, no, premium regular sat-nav with +2 quality, maybe less actually, +1 quality. We have variable hydraulic power steering. It's cheap, it's available everywhere, and you can mend it easily. Electric variable, this is just for sporty cars. No, this is not a sporty car, so I'm gonna go with the regular old-fashioned hydraulic power steering. Electronic stability control is needed here, of course, because it's a modern car. I mean, electronic stability control plus launch control, this is too much. No need for launch control here, of course. This is just enough. +2 quality, standard 10s safety equipment, perfect. We have progressive springs, gas monotube dampers, off-road sway bars, perfect. Pretty much perfect suspension setup. Minus 0.4 degrees of camber front and rear. Spring stiffness are 3.20 front, 2.80 in the rear. Damper stiffness are 2.40 in the front, 1.8 in the rear. Sway bar thickness is 4,400 front, 3,200 in the rear, with maxed out, like maximum ride height, which is 460.9 millimeters with +1 quality. And this is the final list of options, every single option on the vehicle. And as you can see, with 10% profits to the company, it will cost you $36,047. Cheap, not bad at all for a 410 horsepower massive SUV with 600 pound-feet of torque. Perfect. As you can see, it's drivable, it's not sporty at all, it's comfortable, it's prestigious, it's very safe actually. It's very practical, it has very good utility points, it can go off-road easily, it's reliable, environmental resistant, it's not bad at all. It can do 18.3 miles per gallon, which is acceptable. Emissions are low. Engineering time is very low actually, it will not require like too much engineering, but production units takes a little while, but it's not bad at all. So the test track options, or the test track information, we have the vehicle total weight is 2.3 tons or 2,330 kilograms. Weight distribution is 60-40, nearly 60-40. Let's see, towing capacity like 1.7 tons you can tow behind it, and you can put loads or cargo or people, whatever, like nearly 2 tons, which is perfect. No brake fading, that's perfect. Stopping distance is very good for a heavy SUV. Top speed it's not bad. 0 to 100 time in 8.2 seconds. Quarter mile in 15.9. It's not bad. It's really not bad. Roll angle is very good actually for a high off-roader, because check out the ride height. It's very massive. It looks very good actually. It doesn't look that bad. It looks mean, simple, and powerful. So let's fire it up. As you can see, I already ran it around the test track. It did it in 146.23. I think it will be faster, maybe slower, so let's see what's what. Alright, so it did it in 143.76. Yeah, I expected that. It always happens in the game. The values will change when you change stuff, or even if you don't change anything, the values will change sometimes. Like 80% of the time it will change to the worst or to the better. Alright, so it's perfect. Actually, it's not bad at all, but like testing this long automation test track, it will take so much time to be finished. So I'm gonna just skip it quickly here so I can see what kind of speed it will reach, like in this straight line here, and then I'm gonna stop it to see what kind of time we do, or what kind of time it will do, because it will take a lot of time and waiting is not my thing. Already a minute. 200, that's good. It's not bad. I mean, it can reach like 210 on the straight line. Nearly its top speed. That's very good, but the total time it's not good at all. It's very slow. 2 minutes 51.69. I mean, yes, you can expect that from this. I mean, anyone will look at this car, they will, oh, this SUV will say, no, this is not a sport SUV, no, this is not Range Rover Sport, this is a 4x4 monster to attack forests, dunes, sand dunes, mud. That is what this vehicle was designed for. And yeah, it's very good. So thank you so much, Mr. Karim Abdo, for this amazing requested video. But if it was up to me, as I said, I would have chosen a V8 instead of V6, and of course I need to put mufflers on the exhaust so I can make the customers to love it more, so I can make them more interested in it. So thank you so much, Mr. Karim Abdo, and thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, get subscribed if you are new to the channel, and share the video if you want to share it, and watch all my previous videos, because I promise you will like them. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you very soon with more cool videos like this one, and even more cooler than this one. So goodbye for now, my friends.